let's move to Hunter. Bear Trap is the new Hunter secret. And it says, after your hero is attacked, summon a 3/3 bear with taunt. So after your hero is attacked means the attack does hit your face. It doesn't block the attack. So you get they hit your face, then you have an Iron Fur Grizzly on the board. Cora, what do you think about this?
Did she finally die?
Never lucky.
All right, Locke, what do you think about this?
Whoa, 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 wait.
No.
Wait.
Oh, you're here. You're here. You're
I'm
back.
Here? I'm here? Ah! Damn settings. All right. This is what I get for trying to fix broken things. I just break more things.
Gurabashi is linking me a status. Hold on. Let me see what the status is. This is from Worthen. This may be some sort of thing.
Oh, is there clarification on it?
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
They changed it.
Must look.
Okay, so the what I was saying about how Aviana works with Emperor was based on something that was tweeted by a Blizzard developer. But Worthen is now tweeting, or not now, this is from the 5th of August. So I don't know which one's more recent, actually. But his tweet says if Aviana comes into play after Emperor Thaurissan, she makes minions cost 1, and then if Emperor procs again, they cost 0. So there's kind of conflicting information from Blizzard now. I'm not sure which one is correct. My understanding of how Emperor worked was according to what I said before, because if you have Emperor proc on an Innervate, and then your opponent plays Lotheb, the Innervate costs less than 5.
That's 4.
But
beautiful thing.
Who knows? All right, so we're more confused than we were before. But let's talk about Bear Trap.
It's such a nice tempo card. I don't know. It's like that's like a beautiful card. I like the card. I'm not sure if it's going to be played, but like basically a 2-mana 3/3 with taunt.
Okay, wait. Let me clarify something. You don't like Aviana, but you think Bear Trap is a beautiful card.
It's beautiful. Look at those.
Correct? Just,
No.
am I wrong?
I can play 2 of those in one deck.
I think you make a strong point, Cora.
You can coin a Houndmaster and suddenly on turn 3 you have a 5/5 and a 4/3.
You would rather play 2 2-mana Iron for Grizzlies as opposed to 1 9-mana 5/5 that makes all of your minions cost 1 mana.
In any deck at any time.
Oh.
You better be glad that you are an ocean away from me, son.
Maybe not in control for you. Not
You
control
better
for
be glad.
I play a Vienna in control for you. That's an okay deck.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think, LOKShadow?
I think the card's good.
You think it's good, Cora? Yeah.
I think it's good. I like Aviana better. I don't think it's anything like crazy.
Okay, but
special.
we're not comparing this to Aviana. You don't even have a choice to put both in your deck, right? So.
Okay, but he brought up beauty, and I was just like, oh no. No, I mean it's a decent card.
It's not about
like,
the art design,
crazy.
Cora. That's not why we're here. It's about the card text.
Look, we play this game because we're all role players, all right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think, like, personally, I like...
I earn money with shit. In theory it is. Not right now, you know.
Keyword being in theory.
In theory.
Alright, well,
sometime.
I actually think this is a pretty cool card. So, when I did run sort of a mid-range hunter, I only ran double snake trap. I didn't run any of the others. But then the thing is, like, if they know that you only run snake traps, they can play around it. They just avoid it. But now, if you have also bear trap, then it's like no way they can play around it. They either like hit your minion, trip the snakes, or they hit your face and they trip the bear, and you always get the beast. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it'll basically allow people to not have to go with a standard explosive freeze trap combo, and basically you can go with a more beast synergy type of hunter deck, and it just only plays snakes and bear.
Yeah, dig it.
Good card.
Yeah, you thinking along the same lines, Neville?
I think I mean stats wise it's good. you know, 3-3-4-2, it's fine. But I honestly think that like Snake Trap is way better. Like procs Juggler, procs. Like this is like more like better for Houndmaster, I guess, to carve into. But I don't know.
It also procs the juggler.
I mean, it's not really a,
Yeah, but
it's not really a 3-3 for 2, right? I mean, that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is you play a Mad Scientist and then you get a 3-3 for free.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like Snake Trap more. Like it's good stat wise. Like has taunt. Like Hunter doesn't really need taunt as much. But yeah, I like Snake Trap more.
Run both. It's like the synergy. It's like they're trying to play around snakes, and then you get a 3-3 taunt, and then that procs the snakes right after, right? Like they have to like run into the snakes now.
I guess
Combo.
this being in the game, like brings mind games as well. The opponent, if they don't bear trap over Snake Trap or something. But yeah, I like Snake Trap more.
Yeah. I mean, like, personally, my feeling is that, like, it's a cool card, and I'm glad that they printed it. It's a neat design. I don't really see it being played in, like, the existing styles of Hunter decks, because the thing that's different about this card from almost every other secret that's played, except for snakes, is that it doesn't stop you from dying. Like, Freezing Trap stops them from killing you. Explosive Trap can stop them from killing you. You know, this card, they hit your face, and then you spawn a 3-3, so you have an Iron Fur Grizzly, and you're dead.
You have a taunt.
Yeah,
That's
you have a taunt, but they already hit your face.
That's fine though. Gonna play Healbot.
Yeah, and Hunter, yeah, it's good.
If you like, yeah.
Wait, whoa. What Hunter deck are we playing? Bear Trap and Healbot.
You have to. No, you have to.
All right, so this confirms what I said, which is that this is not going to be in the existing styles of Hunter.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Like you have to expect different kinds of hunter just because of Flock and Bloat.
Oh
Like,
my
Speaking of
gosh.
different kinds of Hunter, let's look at King's Elec. This card, I am more upset about this card than any other card in the set. It's a 2-mana 3/2, and it says Battle Cry, reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, draw it. Oh my god. What a ridiculous card.
And if it doesn't cost more, nothing happens. You
If
just
it
get
doesn't
to-
cost more, nothing happens, but that's fine. You're running a lock and load deck that doesn't
Yeah.
have any minions in it except for like 9-drops.
Well then crap, that's really good.
no, then you draw the 9-mana card on turn 2. That's not good.
It's
Yeah.
good 7 turns from then, when you're like, man, I wish I had this King Crush in my hand. Oh wait, there it is. I drew it on turn 2.
Nah.
I think the card is fine. Maybe like some control-ish Hunter, Drew will never see, but I mean, card-wise, it's okay. Like Blizzard are trying to like force control Hunter, so eventually they
Yeah.
will make it work somehow. Not really, but I don't know. Like I can see me cutting. I can see me cutting like Hunter Creeper or Scientist for this, or Juggler. Like, no way.
I mean, it's in a completely different deck than like the normal kind of
yeah,
Hunter.
yeah.
But like, I just looking at what the card does, I feel like it's so insane because this is a tutor, and printing tutors in a game where there's Emperor Thaurissan is nuts. It's like how hard are they trying to create insane combo decks? Like, I don't know if it's there yet. Like, we might not have all the cards required, but like some, like, maybe in this card set, maybe in the next card set, this card is gonna like create some super overpowered shit. Mark my
Like
words.
that card isn't even anything special. Like it's just not. It's just like a gnomish experiment. It's a 3/3 draw a card. If that card is good, you draw it. But it's literally like 3/2 draw a card maybe. Like that's all it is. It's
So
not
it's,
anything special. Like
100% better than Bloodfen Raptor.
yeah, but like that they can excuse that with being class cards, right? So like they already have like a 3/2, and like Juggler is better than every 3/2 in the game.
It's
but,
not.
like,
It's not draw a card though. It's tutor a specific card from your deck, and you build your
Yeah,
deck
it's
around
not-
it.
no, it's not. You can't
It's not-
choose it. So
It's
it's a
not
random.
getting rid of your card draw for the turn. It's not like
You're
it's like
you're
it's
drawing.
an
It's
additional
like
card
don't
draw.
think of it as
Of
drawing a
course,
card. Think
but
of it as
so
drawing
is-
like your
so is
key
it.
combo piece.
I mean, like, no, like you're not gonna like that's not right. Like it's a minion. It's a random minion. You can't influence. It's not like you can pick the card out of your deck.
But
and then,
what if there was a deck where you played so few minions that you could? think
Like,
about
that's
it.
not gonna work.
Go.
Like, there's no spell damage.
But are you
like, it's-
like it?
Maligos Hunter.
Because I think
Maligos
it
Hunter.
could happen.
There we go.
Maligos
Maligos Hunter.
Hunter. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you play. Okay. This is Maligos Hunter, right? You play every each card. You play double King Zedek and one Maligos.
And
Throw
lock
a
and
coin.
lock and load, and then let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
worth pointing out that
Broken.
that with Bear Trap, there are now more spells that summon minions in Hunter.
Yeah.
No,
So-
there's not gonna be a deck with where this card is good in. Like, it's just this is like draw a card. Battlecry, maybe draw a card. 50-50, you draw a card. If
Okay,
you
wait,
take-
wait, wait. I did forget that Faramir is a wizard. So he might actually be looking into the future to see these answers.
Okay.
Shut up, Kara. God damn it. You're talking about cards here. I'm off my private life.
Yeah,
Okay.
but these are wizard cards, so
No, it's a hunter card. It's not even a mage card.
Who's that poker?
it's still wizard poker.
Yeah.
I'm bad at poker though.
I'm just gonna play Wizard 101. Hi guys.
Well, I still think I think it's gonna be insane.
Next card,
All right,
please.
We're done.
done with this card. Brave Hunter.
Hunter's making
This is a lot more. This is a lot less exciting to me. Brave Hunter. It's a 1-mana 2/1. Inspire. If your hand is empty, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So
Just skip that
yeah.
card.
All right, LOKShadow.
Can I just say
you haven't
there's
talked in
no
a while.
coincidence that it's got Brave in the name and it looks exactly like
Yeah.
Mariner from Brave.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No way.
Zero
It's
coincidence.
a perfect role player card.
Yeah, I was having an argument with this with someone in my stream one time. It's just like I thought this is totally insane as a 1-drop. They're just like, oh, you'll never replace Abusive Sergeant and whatever. I was like, I'm not saying to replace Abusive Sergeant. You basically run Abusive and Leper still, and you replace like Worgen Infiltrator with this. This is
Yeah.
so much better than Worgen Infiltrator.
All the 1-drops.
That's
Like-
the question: is it better than Worgen Infiltrator?
It is. Like think about if the times that let's say it's like turn 5 or turn 6, you're trying to finish off a game and you top deck Worgen Infiltrator. And you're like, oh well, crap. But now you get this 1-drop on turn 6. It's useful. It gets basically the charge of two attack. It's like
Yeah, or you draw it in your opening hand and you play it, and then they ping it.
And then you're sad. Oh, that's a bad one.
But how? All right. But again, it's like
It's like, do you want a card that's good in the late game or a card that's good on turn 1? Is the question.
Again, if you want to play it on turn 6, why don't you play a 6-drop that's good on turn 6? Just saying. Instead of like an Abusive Sergeant that doesn't buff anything. Like, it's a
Okay,
literal. What's a 2/1 equivalent as 1 mana that doesn't do anything in the game? Is there like a card
Billy.
that's 2/1
It's
for 1
Billy.
mana?
Murloc Raider.
Oh, the Murloc Raider. That's what it is. Really
Poor
much
Billy.
from Billy.
I think it's a little. I think this is better than Murloc Raider.
No, you can't play
It
Murloc
doesn't have the
Raider.
Murloc synergy.
That's true. You can't. It doesn't have Murloc
What is it?
You can't
synergy.
buff it with Murloc.
That's true. You can't run it in Murloc Paladin. So
That's orange hair tech.
the thing is like oftentimes you will drop Abusive Sergeant on turn 1 anyways. So like you're doing the same thing except with Brave Hunter.
Maybe you like you're forced to play a lower Sheriff Hunter. Like you just cut Wolf right there and play this instead. I don't know.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's bad though. Pretty sure the card is bad.
I think it's fine to
play
replace Worgen with this. I don't know. I would replace Worgen with this.
I would play both. Like play all the 1-drops. Like your curve is literally like all 1 mana cards and maybe kill command and unleash.
it seems pretty clear to me from hearing various players talk about this that it's going to be played by at least some Face Hunter lists, and it's not going to be played in others. But it's at least going to be on the menu for players to think about when they're building a Face Hunter list.
This card's not gonna see any play. Like, I'm just calling it
Pretty
out.
sure
It's not gonna get see any play, no. It's just
Yeah.
like other cards are better or more consistent. This card's just.
Well, people will
It's-
try
and,
it
like,
and we'll
even-
figure out whether it's good. But
First
some
off-
people
first
are
off-
going to try it anyway because there are people like LOKShadow that like it.
I'm gonna try it. I don't hate it.
It's not gonna be competitive. Like, thing is, Face
Yeah,
Hunter
no,
is not.
well,
Face Hunter is always gonna have low cards, so it's not like they're gonna run out of cards very often actually. So like you're always gonna have like 1 or 2 cards around. That means
I
you're
guess
gonna
you-
drop it on turn 6, 7 maybe, and then you get 2 extra damage. So what? That's not play another quick shot instead. Like it's just there's no like this card is just like it's just
Well,
I guess you can
even if you get the inspired effect, it's not worth it. Like it's not like you're gonna
Yeah.
like it's not gonna you play that card, then you play the one card you top deck hero power, the one card you top deck hero power, and that thing's gonna stay alive through like all that. It's not gonna happen. So like, this is just not a good card.
Let's talk about Power Shot. Power Shot is a 3-mana rare spell, and it says deal 2 damage to a minion and the minions next to it. So it's basically a baby explosive shot. So when you make explosive shot smaller, does that make it better?
I think it's fine. Like not in like maybe in Control Hunter that they are pushing, but not in any mid range or face Hunter at all. It's a good card though. Like 3-mana Consecrate, I'm down. I mean, it's
Yeah, I guess it basically is a Consecrate if your opponent doesn't have that many minions on the board.
Yeah, but it won't be playing like mid range or face Hunter, no way. Maybe like some Control that they're pushing in 2 years, but
maybe in the lock and load deck.
yeah.
Let me ask this: why don't you play Explosive Trap?
This is more like proactive though, right?
Yeah.
They can play on the explosive.
But still, like,
You play both.
Maybe your opponent plays a bunch of 4 health
They
minions, you
yes.
Power Shot them, and then put Explosive Trap up.
this card is so
Because
weird.
oftentimes explosive trap is only good when you don't have any minions on the board. And then in that case, it's like a catch-up mechanism. Because if you have minions on the board, they're just going to run the stuff that's going to die into it. So if you've got a board, and you don't want to have to sacrifice that board, Power Shot can pretty much do the same thing and let you keep your board.
I guess, but I don't know. If like 3 mana feels like it's 1 mana too expensive to be honest, to get played. But I'm not sure. It's not gonna be that great with Lock and Load because that's like those 2 cards together are already gonna be 5 mana. With Lock and Load, you already wanna like at least play 2 spells. Like I feel like so. Yeah, not sure if that's gonna be a good card, but it's definitely decent. It's better than Brave Hunter for sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. LOKShadow, what do you
Fine
think?
card.
I'm not too sure. Like the effect is essentially trying to take the same effect as Unleash the Hounds in terms of basically punishing somebody who's overextended on the board. It costs the same as Unleash the Hounds, and it is more proactive. Like I'm not really sure. Like if people are playing around your explosive trap, you can go ahead and use like Power Shot to like kill the minions that are just essentially they're just trying to sit on their board control at the moment, and it's a way to catch up, like a proactive explosive shot. And maybe like a 1-of in a deck. I wouldn't run more than 1 copy though.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a 1-of. It feels to me kind of like multi-shot.
But better.
Yeah, it's better than multi-shot, but like not by much. And multi-shot is like as a removal, it's actually fairly decent, but you end up not wanting to run it because you can't do damage to face if that's what you need. Let's talk about Ram Wrangler. Ram Wrangler is a 5-mana 3/3 battle cry. If you have a beast, summon a random beast. I feel like this card is bananas.
I think it's overrated. Like it's very difficult to like have a beast. Like before, like on turn 5, it's very hard to like have a haunted creeper set up. Or companion maybe. I mean, I think it's fine. Like average maybe 5 of 10. I will try it out for sure, but I don't know. I think it's overrated. Like there are some scenarios where you just win if you play it. You got like a free high main or Godzilla, but I don't know. I think it's overrated. Everyone's saying it's the emperor of the expansion. No, I don't think so. My opinion. Yeah.
Cora, yeah.
I don't dislike it. Basically, 5-mana 3/3. I guess sort of like comparing it to Healbot, which is a 5-mana 3/3. So it's basically saying that like a random beast is worth 8 health. And in some cases, it could be even better than that. I mean, but I think that the average drop for a web spinner is like a 3 drop.
So I actually can tell you what the average stats is. It's
Lay it on me, Holmes.
It's about 3.5, 3.5, something like that.
Okay, yeah. So roughly like a 3-ish.
It's somewhere between a 3/3 and a 4/4.
Yeah,
is the average drop.
So I mean, that's not terrible. 5 mana for a 3/3 and like a 3/4. That sometimes is a web spinner, but sometimes is a Gazrilla. Like, I mean, I'm a big fan of the more interesting, fun RNG kind of stuff. Granted, that's not necessarily the best in competitive play, but I think this one's pretty fun.
This is the only hunter card I can see being played just in like a standard mid-range hunter list. Just to like run one of these as a 5-drop. Seems pretty good to me. What do you think, Locke?
Like, why would you run this over Lotheb or Stranglethorn? I think I wouldn't run this over either of those.
I agree. Just like every time a card that has bad stats relies on something that has to stay on the board to maybe be good, it's a bad card. Just straight up.
It has Bear Trap synergy.
It does.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my!
like a fun,
What, your favorite card, Faramir?
Yeah.
All
What is this?
right. I don't think we need to spend that much time on this card. Ball of Spires, 6 mana, summon 3/1/1 web spinners.
So OP.
Oh, it
I,
sucks.
mean,
Next.
I would play it over high main, like in a heartbeat, right? Like,
I highly value 3/1/1s with Death Rattle
Yeah.
over a 6/5 with Death
like
Rattle.
three patrons, right? It's pretty good.
I mean, like, every time I hear someone review this card, they go to pains to explain why it's not as bad as it looks. Because, yeah, Web Spinner, it's a 1/1, but it draws you a beast, and a beast is better than a 1/1. And it's like, yes,
Straight up terrible.
Stop.
Can we
Yes,
just, like,
that-
live on the
yes,
next
that's
card?
true. But you have to look at the number of turns and the amount of mana that it requires to actually get that value out of it. And it's like,
Yeah.
it takes
Too
till
many.
like turn 10 if you play it on turn 6 for that to actually matter. So,
The
next.
worst card in the game.
So that can load.
In Arena, like, not the worst card to pick up, I guess.
Nope, worst card in the game, even right now.
Now this card is more exciting. Lock and Load. 2 mana spell.
So dumb.
Each time you cast a spell this turn, add a random hunter card to your hand, which means it can be a spell or a minion. I mean, obviously this doesn't fit in any deck, so there's like, this is like a new style of deck, so what the heck?
One of those cards you're gonna see deck spell around. Same as like Patron, like right? It's like a card that's similar to Patron. It's gonna be like really cool concept. It's gonna spawn a different kind of hunter. We'll see how aggressive it is, how defensive it is. If it's gonna be like, if there's, I can see spell damage elements in it. To be honest, not a Maligos per se, but like maybe I don't know, like an Azure deck, something like that, in Drake and Hunter. We'll see. This card's pretty good. Let's hope it spawns a new archetype that's a little different from the whole Smork Hunter, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm
might
gonna try
just-
it.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna try it. Like, it might just fall out of the meta because it might be too slow. It depends on how many aggro decks are gonna be around. But that's like a turn 7 card, turn 5 card maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Locke, what do you think?
I think it sucks. Basically, it requires you to be hanging on to a bunch of cheap spells, and if you're able to just, first of all, you have like curve low because you have to hang on to all these cheap spells, and then you're just doing nothing for like a lot of turns. So I don't know. I think it sucks.
Yeah. Cora, what do you think?
I think it's definitely being overhyped. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, because you have to really theory craft this one because there's no existing deck that this is going to go in. And then, I mean, yes, it's crazy potential, but I mean, so is the Ram Wrangler. Ram Wrangler has crazy potential, but you know, Ram Wrangler isn't great. I just don't know if this card is necessarily worth building an entire deck around.
All right. Well, people will have to theory craft their lists and figure out what the game plan is that this card fits in. Because I don't think this card by itself is a game plan, right? Like, just like
Exactly.
putting a lot of spells in your deck and being like, I'm going to win by playing Lock and Load and then drawing a lot of cards, that's not going to win games. Like, this card has to, like, you have to have a reason why you're running this card and, like, plan what you're trying to get to. So, I can see this working in some sort of deck with King's Elec. Because King's Elec is like a reason why you only want to run a very few minions. Because you want to be able to get those specific minions. And then you can run Lock and Load and a lot of spells. Whether that deck is good, what those minions are, people have to test.
I think the card is. I'm pretty sure Face Hunter and mid-range would be like the best, even though people will try this card. I think card is good though if you play like Trekking, maybe Hunter's Mark in the list. But probably Face Hunter and mid-range are gonna be just better.
Yeah.
It is interesting though. Interesting archetype. I like it.
Stable Master, a lot less crazy. 3 mana, 4/2. Battlecry, give a friendly beast immune this turn. So it's like half a Bestial Wrath on a stick.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Huffer without charge.
It's Huffer without charge. All right, next.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Jungle Panther minus the stealth plus something on a different minion that is better than stealth.
4/2 is always gonna be Huffer to me.
But it's you're using it to trade.
Exactly.
Yeah, Hunters don't trade.
Never
They just,
Go
yeah.
Face.
They
Face
don't
is the
trade.
place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't even give +3 attack to it.
I mean, I guess like I can think of like some weird situations where it's useful, like in mid-range hunter, where like you need to trade into some big taunt minion with your high main, so you give it immune, and then you still have a high main after you trade into it. I guess that could be kind of good.
Yeah.
Like against handlock or something. But I don't know. I feel like this card probably won't be run.
I want to skip the legendaries because they're just pretty bad. They're both 4/2s and one costs 7 mana. It's a 7 mana Huffer without charge.
Well, let's look at what they are at least briefly. All right. Here's another Huffer without charge, Dread Scale. It's a 3 mana 4/2. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all minions. It is in fact a beast, so you can get this off Web Spinner.
I think
Oh.
they're trying to like implement Grim Patron Hunter with this card.
Oh my god, there's gonna be Grim
I'm
Patron
pretty
Hunter?
sure.
No.
That's literally the only reason why you would play this card.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
quit the game.
I didn't even think of that. That's
They
probably
can't-
terrible, but the 5% chance that it's not terrible is terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's just like both are. Yeah. Probably. No, never mind. I'll play it.
Yeah, I mean
Who
it's
comes
it's clearly
comes up
supposed to
a
go with
card
Acid
like
Maw.
7 mana 4/2.
Here's the
Okay,
7
well,
mana
you have to
4/2.
look at them together.
Yeah, the Acid Maw is whenever another minion takes damage destroyed. So you play both of them, and it's a 10 mana board clear where you end up with stuff on your board. So it's like they're trying to provide like this thing for Control Hunter, I guess, with these two
10
minions.
mana, kill everything else, and you get 2 4/2s.
It doesn't even play around Divine Shields.
It's like a really convoluted Deathwing.
Just play that one. There you go.
But
Yeah. I guess you might play like Hunter's Mark with the 3-drop, and then regret playing the legendary itself.
yeah, I feel like the 3-drop one, the Dread Scale, is like a decent card. This Acid Maw I don't really see ever being played, but Dread Scale I feel like might plausibly be useful somehow.
They did it. Yeah.
Like this card, for the thing that it does, clearing the board, this card should have reverse stats. It should have way more higher health and way lower attack. But it's a 4/2.
Actually, you know what this card does? Acid Maw is a counter to Patron Warrior. Because you put this card on the board and they can't do anything, because everything Patron Warrior wants to do to kill you involves damaging their stuff.
Damn, and then they just play a War Axe and kill it. And then you lost your 7 mana minion.
Well, okay, there is that minor problem with it, but
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I just never draw any weapon, right? Of 26 cards, and you're fine. Yeah, that's the game
good.
plan.
that's a decent point. But I think it's an interesting design, at least. Personally, my money is on if there is a slower hunter, it's going to be a lock and load hunter, and you're not going to want to run these cards. But
the thing is,
they're
even
interesting.
if they play Patron, you play Patron, you enrage it, it dies, but it still spawns the Patron, so you can still like get the Patron chain still rolling. So you can't always kill anything.
all right, that does it for the hunter cards.
Can't wait.